It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
He is currently fourth in points, has a good opportunity to clinch a spot in the chase this weekend, I think with a 40th or better finish here at the track. Two things, I guess, Jimmy. One, I understand you played a little golf this week. If you want to talk about how your event went and looking into this weekend's race.
Yeah, we did. We had our second annual golf tournament in San Diego this week. We still are trying to figure out exactly how much we raised with expenses and all those things, but it's safe to say we raised over $500,000 through our dinner and our golf tournament that took place, and that'll put us real close to our pledge for building the 4 homes through Habitat for Humanity in my hometown of El Cajon. So really exciting week, a busy week. We were testing on Monday, and then everything that took place on Tuesday, we went to the home and gave the keys to the family, the first family that's going to move in, helped build a wall for the second home that's going to be going up, and had our dinner that evening. And then Wednesday was the golf tournament and all that went on there. So a special week, a fun week, and excited about this weekend running the Nationwide car and the Cup car. They both have the Foundation logo on it. So just an exciting week for the Foundation, and I can't thank Lowe's enough for all of their support and willingness to let us do this. And thank you all again for the Helmet of Hope. It raised, I think, it went at $18,000 for that helmet that I'll wear this weekend. So I'm just happy to help the charities that were on the helmet and the support from the fans, media, and everybody involved. So thank you all very much.
We'll open it up to questions from the media. Again, state your name and affiliation. We'll start with Sean.
Sean Pagano, Fox Sports Net. Jimmy, if you've been living under a rock, you probably don't know that Kyle and Carl got into a little fender bender at the end of a race in Bristol. As a former champion, can you put in perspective what going on probation might mean to them and how they race going into the chase right now, and could it affect anything as far as the way they do things?
I don't think so. Maybe Kyle would have, I'm sure Kyle would have gotten him back if he got to him. How blatant that would have been, it's hard to say. I mean, you look at what Kyle did afterwards. He came up and rubbed doors with him, and then Carl wasn't going to let that happen and turned him around. I mean, it was just emotions coming to a head, and both guys know what they have on the line. The probation is something that will be far back in their minds, but it's not going to change how they race and what they do. Those guys are both very fast, and they're going to be serious contenders for the championship, and they know that and recognize it, and they're going to be smart. I wish they weren't going to be smart and would decide to wreck each other, hopefully at the first race at Loudon, just start off with the deficit, but I know that's not going to be the case.
Tim.
What do you recall winning last year for the chase? What that did for you, and what could a win here, possibly Sunday, do for you to get some momentum versus Kyle and Carl?
Yeah, it would mean a lot for us to win on a big track like this. The mile and a half and above tracks, downforce tracks have been kind of our weak spot. We've been making a lot of gains. We feel we made some gains that will help us this weekend and moving into the chase, the test session we had this week. And last year, it just started the confidence in our minds that we're ready for the chase. And regardless of the fact we are ready, this is what, especially the top 5 guys have a very good point of view or mindset that they're going to be in the chase. So you're looking at what you need to do to be as good as you can in the chase, and building the confidence around yourself and your team that you can be a contender. And we have that. We know we can do it. Our past history shows that we can do it. But winning here last year has kind of cemented those things, those confident thoughts in place. And we rolled it from here into Richmond and won again on a track that's been very challenging to us over the years. And that really just put us in the right mindset that, hey, we can do this. We needed that momentum as well, because Gordon was on a tear and have a bad day and finish 3rd or 5th or whatever it was. So it was a big part of the mind, the confidence and the mindset that we had moving forward.
Jimmy, Brian Nelson with MRN Radio, and you talked about last year, and it seemed like it was down to you and Jeff pretty early on. But, now you've got Kyle and Carl kind of right up at the top as the teams to beat. As you gear up for the chase, are there some things you've identified that you need to kind of nail down or tighten up in order to beat those guys?
Yeah, when I look at the tracks, there are 7.5-mile tracks that we need to deal with, and both of them have been the dominant cars on those tracks. I look back to what we did at Chicago and gain a lot of confidence in the Kansas, Lowe's, Texas-style racetracks. In Michigan, I thought we were going to be a lot better than we were. At the end, we got the car right. We just started the car way too loose, trying to really prepare for the end of the race. And then I had that contact with the 20 and 24, and things just kind of got out of control at that point, being a lap down. But we look at the big tracks and know that's where we've been behind, and we've been working hard to catch up. And I think we're in the right spot. We're on par with those guys. This week will be a better tale of it, and then as we get into those tracks in the chase, we'll certainly know where we stack up to them. But the short tracks, when we look at Martinsville, we look at Loudon, we look at Phoenix, those are great tracks for us. So I feel like we're fine on the short tracks. It's just the 1.5-mile stuff that we need to be a little stronger at to really put a fight up for these guys. And I think we're there. I really do. So it's not that we're behind. You would always like to be ahead, and that's why we're still testing and doing all that we can. But we should be a factor in this thing.
Nate Ryan, USA Today. Jimmy, obviously after Bristol and given their success this season, it seems like Carl and Kyle are going to be the dominant storyline going into the chase. What do those guys bring to NASCAR, not just from a driving perspective? Maybe you talked about their driving styles, but their personalities. What do they bring in terms of, what do they represent among the fan base? Maybe their personas, or how do you think the NASCAR fan base views each of those guys?
I think that I think both are respected as hard-nosed drivers. I think Kyle is winning more fans over here lately by his success and being able to win in any type of car, and he's gone at it the hard way. I mean, people don't love him when they first see him on TV, but what he's done on track, he has, I think, converted more hardcore racing fans to respect and appreciate what he's doing on track. I think Carl has that same thing going for him, running the Nationwide Series full-time like he does, and the success he's had there, the Cup car. Certainly different guys. I mean, you have Kyle, who is just, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but Carl's like the good guy, Kyle would be the bad guy, and two totally different personalities, but I think the fans respect what they are on track and what they're doing. And then I hope to be in there and have you guys talking about 3 guys here pretty soon, and maybe the PC guy, which I guess I've been labeled for whatever damn reason. In the middle of it, showing you that I'm not so PC and I can get in there and spin people out too.
Okay. Jim Alexander from the Press Enterprise. Jimmy, what about Jeff Gordon, your buddy? Is he kind of lying in the weeds right now? What's your take on where he is at this point?
He's in a position he doesn't want to be in. Got to be honest with you all that the 24 car and everybody that works on that car doesn't like where they're at. They are working extremely hard to correct that. They're testing. Jeff is as focused as he's ever been. I mean, all of those things are there. You just have bad stretches, bad years, whatever it may be. So I really sympathize for these guys in the position they're in. And with 12 races to go, and knowing the fight that Steve Letarte has in him and Jeff Gordon, I really don't see them going this season winless. I don't see them. It'd be impossible for me to think of them not in the chase. Those things I don't think will take place. And I think you'll see what you expect out of the 24 moving forward.